Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I have my favorite blushes for 2023. I chose a variety of them, and I know that a couple of them, about 4 or 5 of them, I picked them up during last year. These are genuinely my top reach and loved blushes from 2023. I didn't even think about if these were older or not. I just wanted to truly show you guys my favorites for 2023. So if you want to see my favorite blushes from last year, then just keep on watching. You guys, if you haven't seen, I have already up my skincare, hair care, and body care favorites in one video. Then I have my complexion products, which are primer, foundation, concealer, and powder, and color corrector. In a second video, I just filmed my favorite bronzers of 2023. Not in my wildest dreams, you guys, I would have thought that I was gonna have cream products on a favorites video. Cream products were never favorites in the past, but 2023 was the year where I truly fell in love with cream products. I started to love them in 2022, but 2023 I fell head over heels in love with cream makeup, cream cheek products more than anything. So I have a couple here to show you, and these are not gonna be surprising. I think I'm obsessed with them. The first one that is not one that I discovered last year, but that I've been obsessed with it because Alana Davison here from YouTube, she used this on her wedding day, and since she did that and she created the wedding look on a tutorial, I couldn't put this one down. And this is Bareback from Nude Sticks. I love this blush. This is so pretty. It's the perfect pinky nude color. I'm obsessed with this one. These I got in a collaboration that I did with Look Fantastic, but I chose the color because I wanted to try something that was on the nude side. And you guys, I fell in love with it when I first got it, and then I forgot about it, and now I re-fell in love with it, and I would highly recommend it because Nude Stick has a great formula that is super long lasting on the skin. It's not one of those cream blushes that will fade after an hour of you wearing them. You guys are probably sick of me talking about this blush, but these I recommend it to people that I teach makeup lessons to, and then also to one of my best friends I recommended this blush to. This is Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush in the shade Coastline. I love my entire collection of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer blushes, and I did a video swatching each one of them on my face, but this is my favorite. This is the one that I reach for the most, and this one in particular was sent to me with another shade in a holiday set during 2022, but I started using it in 2023, you guys, and this is the perfect shade. It's described as a cappuccino, so it's sort of like a nude. I put way too much on my hand, but you can see this beautiful shade right here on the skin, and this, when it sets, nothing will move it. And I prefer the creme formula from these tinted moisturizer blushes, but if you watch the tinted moisturizer blush video, you will know about this one, because this I mentioned as my favorite one, and it's one that I've used quite a bit because you need a third of the amount that I put on my hand today for both my cheeks. So this will last me forever, and I love that the packaging is super hygienic. During 2022, I fell in love with Rare Beauty blushes. I got a gift from my friend Janet for one full size and then 2 minis, and then she sent me an extra mini, and then I had purchased Happy before that. This year, at the beginning of the year, I got a gift card, a Sephora gift card from my aunt, and I purchased 2 shades, which are Worth and Virtue. And then at the end of that trip, or maybe in the middle of the year, I purchased Bliss. So these 3 shades are newer to me. I also have my Rare Beauty blushes swatched on my skin on a video, so I will leave those videos below. But I want to swatch them on my hand so you guys can see. I'm wearing Bliss today underneath the blush that I have, that it's a powder blush from Hourglass on top. But Bliss is so beautiful, and it has become a favorite. Even though this is the one that has the matte formula, I've come to appreciate it more than the more I use it, because it's a beautiful nude pink. And then Worth is so pretty, you guys. It's one that reminds me a lot of Pillow Talk, because it has sort of like a rosy tone to it, but it's still a neutral. And with this, you guys, if they would sell them all in minis, I would recommend for you to get them in a mini because they will last ages. I don't know if I'll be able to finish them. And then Virtue, which is the other one that I chose for the beginning of this year, has been lovely, you guys. And this is when I wear more of a nude but warm toned makeup look. So this is Virtue, this is Worth, and this is Bliss. And I love the fact that I can mix them with one another and just create a shade that I want. I would recommend all of the Rare Beauty blushes, and I still have a couple that I want to pick up, like Love and Joy. I'm just happy with the ones that I have in my collection. I have 8 shades, so I would recommend for you to check out that video if you want to see them swatched on my face. Then these I picked up last year as well, and this is the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil in the shade Barely Blushing. I also got Pinch Me Pink, but I wouldn't put that on my favorites. But Barely Blushing is one that I've used quite a bit, keeping in mind that I have all of these blushes and I have over 200 blushes. But this one, it's so nude and pretty. This reminds me a ton of Madly from NARS, but in a cream form. It's also similar to Bareback, keeping in mind that Bareback is a little bit more cool tone and it has a hint more of a lavender shade. I would love to mix these three together, like Bliss with Bareback or Bliss with Barely Blushing. But these are all wonderful. And this is one that, even though it's more sheer on the skin, it's long lasting on the skin, you guys. So I always set them with powder, but you can apply these ones on top of powder if you want to have the glow. Same with all of the ones that I just mentioned, because most of them, except for this one, the rest of them truly set into the skin as if they were powder. For powder blushes, I have 5 right here. These have been my favorite for the year. I know for sure that 2 of them got last year. One was sent on PR and then the other one I purchased. So the first one that I fell in love with, this is a formula that I'm obsessed with. This is the Laura Mercier Blush Color Infusion in the shade Ginger. I didn't have this shade and I requested this shade specifically from the brand so that I could try it, since I have every other shade of this blush, and I even have a video here swatching all of the shades on my cheeks, but I was missing out on Ginger, and this is one that I'm obsessed with. So now Ginger, Chai, and Fresco from Laura Mercier are my top favorite blushes from the brand and one of my top most used blushes within my collection. But you can see that Ginger, it has a warmth to it, but it's also the perfect nude blush for when you create a smoky eye or when you do any look, like the look that I am wearing today. This would be the perfect blush for any eye look that you would create, and that's what I love about this one. And honestly, it's what I love about most of the ones that I'm gonna show you. Then this one, even though I loved it during 2022, I fell hard in love with it during 2023, and the Gucci logo, it's already fading out because I've been using this so much. This is the Gucci Blush de Beauté in the shade Rosy Beige, and they came up with other shades this year, but this is the one that, if I check them out, this is the one that I would still buy if I didn't have any of them. That's what I want to do with blushes. There are blushes that I want to collect them all, and the Gucci one, it's sort of one of those, but I want to make sure that the shades that I collect from the brand are shades that I could use on the daily or that are gonna be just a must-have shade. And this is my must-have shade for this one, and then it's also my everyday shade from this line. So this is what it looks like. It's so pretty because it also has sort of like a hint of nude but wine as well, and I love that. This is the type of blush that I can wear with anything, but this has sort of like a sheen to it. Find that this looks glowy and beautiful on my cheeks and that it's easy to apply to my cheeks. It's just phenomenal, you guys. The shade, it's different from any other shade that I have in my collection. This one was a gift from my friend Janet. She, I think, cluttered it from her collection, but it was brand new when she sent it to me. And this is the MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Humor Me. This has been so loved from me this year. This is a neutral plummy brown, mid-tone brown, and I love it. You can see it right here. It reminds me a lot of rosy beige, but it's a little bit different on the cheeks. And the formula of the mineralized MAC blushes, it's crazy beautiful, you guys. I would highly recommend this formula. It's one of my top formulas from my blush collection. So I'm happy that I got this because this is again one of those, I don't know what else to put on my cheeks. I will wear this one. This one, I've had it for a couple years now, but I fell even harder in love with it last year. This is the Dior Rosy Glow in the shade 001 Pink. I know they did reformulate this one, but this is just lovely, you guys. I'm swatching it right here because you can see it right here and it looks super intimidating, but it's not an intimidating blush whatsoever. This is one of those blushes that will just adjust to your skin tone and give you a hint of pink, and I love this. I have the coral shade and I love that one, but it's not nearly as loved as this one because I love this one just to finish my makeup, and the Dior engraving, it's already disappearing from this one, and I just adore it. I know that this will be a blush that if I eventually finish it, I would repurchase. Last year when they came up with a few more shades, I picked up Rosewood. And you guys, this wasn't a mistake at all. I'm obsessed with this shade, you guys. I'm just crazy about this shade. This is the new formula. This feels like the nude tone blush from them when you apply it on your skin. It looks sort of like a nude rose color. It goes with everything. This is perfect for bridal. It's perfect for anything. I'm happy that I have it in my collection. I use this not as much as the rest of the ones that I have here, but it's because I was trying to finish my blush from the Hourglass palette, my Luster blush from NARS, and other blushes from my collection. But these has been one of my favorite purchases for 2023 for sure. So that's it, you guys, for my favorite blushes for 2023. I hope you have been enjoying this series, even though I didn't do it at the end of the year. I think doing it now at the beginning of the year, you can't just wait for the spring sale and then pick up these beautiful products if you are still wanting to try them. I prefer to buy things after I've seen reviews from them or after I've seen YouTubers that I love and trust reviewing the products or mentioning them on favorites, because that's the way for me to get to know the product and know that I will not be wasting money. So that's it for this video, you guys. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below so that we can chat about makeup. Let me know which one was your favorite blush from 2023. I love you guys, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.